Welcome back to another edition of SacTown Movie Buff Television. Once again, it's your boy Kier the Critic. And today in the studio, we have independent filmmaker Mr. Christian Maurice Gantt. How you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you? It's good to be here.
Good. I'm doing great. Thanks for coming on the show today. Definitely somebody that I know we tried to get on last season, weren't able to, and so I'm glad we were able to make it work out this time around.
So am I. I've had a lot of things, I needed to do myself, so
completely understand.
Getting here is an honor.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. So where does your passion for filmmaking come? What got you involved or interested in movies, I guess, in general?
I guess so, watching movies itself, but it's really watching Star Wars and being in the middle of a tornado when I saw Star Wars and the roof coming off.
This wasn't in Sacramento, I'm assuming.
This is in Ohio.
Okay.
Akron, Ohio, around there, Columbiana. Was born in Youngstown. I've always had a notion for filmmaking. My father always showed me John Ford movies as well, and the older movies,
For sure.
But my inspirations have to be like Lucas and Spielberg,
Okay.
and a couple other filmmakers too,
And do you make those are kind of films that you make? Then do you try to make like science fiction films, or what is your preference?
I want to make science fiction films, but I'm doing pretty much dark comedies and horror films right now.
Okay, well, nothing wrong with that. I love dark comedies and I love horror as well.
Yeah. And I'm also getting ready to do a documentary on my cousin in San Francisco. He works with the music business there.
Okay.
And music bands. I think he just did a couple big bands, some in the business itself and stuff like that. So that's
is the documentary going to be kind of like on his life, or what is
about his life, the people he works with, and also the people that are around him too. In a lot of ways, I think. I've known him since he's a close cousin that I've known from Ohio as well. He was kind of growing up with me in Youngstown and Columbiana and around there. So he was kind of like the second son of my father too, in a way.
Right, for sure.
He was his uncle, because he always was there, But I'm going to probably be doing that when he comes back from Europe.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
And I haven't really come up with a name yet. We both haven't.
Just kind of working on the ideas right now still, basically. So.
Right now, yeah. We've been talking a lot about what we want, in the documentary itself.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to be dedicating it to my father and my sister's father-in-law as well.
Very cool. Very good stuff.
So who was a music guy. And my father also was a movie guy. Movie guy?
Okay.
Yeah, movie guy. He liked watching old John Wayne movies and stuff like that. And took me to see my first documentary when I was 5.
Very cool.
Man Who Saw Tomorrow and stuff like that. Orson Welles. My first experience with Orson Welles as a filmmaker.
Yeah, no, very good stuff. So my question I was going to ask you, I was thinking about Orson Welles actually, is just in terms of like the filmmaking style. I know you say you like more like horror and you like more dark comedies.
Yeah.
But it seems like the movies that you like tend to be more science fiction. So why haven't you just budget or?
It's budget wise, but I want to do a really good science fiction movie. I think if I do a good science fiction movie that comes from the heart, and also do something like THX in some way or another,
Right.
I can do it with a low budget. I just haven't really written any sci-fi movies yet.
Right. Yeah, and they're tricky, and I get it. Yeah. It's like action films and science fiction films definitely are the hardest to do in terms of budget wise, because you kind of it's hard to do action scenes or have a spaceship or something look realistic without a giant budget. So I understand that as well.
All the time, but I'm always writing. I just finished a script, and it's like a trilogy with true crime. something that happened, 2 stories that happened to me when I was a teenager, you know.
Very cool.
Yeah, so cool. I have that I want to do as a feature, but I'm also working on a feature, dark comedy, which I'm it's still in the editing process right now. Short film, comedy, Crazy Trek, pretty much around my experience with Trekkies,
right,
in itself, you know, and the people on the street,
right,
that are kind of in their own little way, you know.
Very interesting.
So yeah, it was comedy that I did. It's considered a lost film in some sort of way or another, and that's almost done, but I still have a lot of work on that too.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot of projects going on. If anybody wants to get in contact with you, if they're interested in being in your next film, or if they want to even maybe pitch you some ideas for some films, what's the best way they would be able to reach you?
Probably Facebook, Christian Maurice Gantt.
Okay.
Buckaroo Brothers Productions.
Okay.
My page on Facebook. I'm working on a website, but I haven't really got the website up yet.
Okay. Well, once you get it up, I'm sure you'll probably have to cross-reference it on Facebook so that people know where to go. So.
I co-own it with Saison Bright. He's my co-owner on it, Buckaroo Brothers Productions.
Okay.
And he also does films with me, but he's in Texas too, so
makes it a little difficult, a little bit challenging.
Well, he helps me make the final decisions too, you know.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so
very good stuff. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the program here today.
Thank you.
We'll definitely have to have you back again, and just keep making art and keep making film.
Keep making films, yeah,
absolutely.
Well, that's pretty much what it's all about, you know. You have to think about where you are in life,
right?
And one of my mentors was Robin Williams.
Very cool.
And he taught me basically know your business, know who you are, tell your own story. And I try to do that to every single thing I do.
I think that's a great point to leave it on. Yeah. We'll have you back again soon someday.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, you know.
Thank you. Thank you again for watching SacTown Movie Buff Television. We'll be back again soon with another episode. Have a great day.